Rachel, Jimmy, Ashley, outside of the house. I love them. I love them as people. Don't get me wrong, but they're trying to elevate their stardom by trying to bring down other people.
Keanu finally gave me a reason to talk shit about him again. I've been missing talking about one of the biggest dumbasses to ever play Big Brother, and now I got that opportunity again. You see, Keanu's big, gigantic head got him in trouble, and I'm not just talking about his literal gigantic head, because I got a big head too. I'm talking about his big ass ego that he has from winning America's Favorite Player, which he only won because he had one of the best edits of all time from that stupid show that doesn't edit their TV shows accurately to the feeds. So I want to give context to how this started, and it's ironic because it proves that Keanu is as dumb in everyday life as he was in the actual game. Because in the game, he was always listening to Vince, who he should not have been listening to the entire game and who ruined Keanu's game. Here, in this instance, he was listening to fans that were not giving him the full context on some of the things Ashley said on a live. Without that context, Keanu decided to go off. So in Ashley's live, she was asked who she thinks would get called again for a Big Brother All-Stars season.
I think they do Rachel. I think they do me, potentially. And I think they would do Morgan. I don't know. I don't think they would call Keanu for All-Stars. Because Keanu's going to be like a big challenge person, I think. I think he's going to become a challenge celebrity. You know what I'm saying? But like, he wasn't good at Big Brother. He was just good at the competitions. Like, love Keanu. This is literally no shade, guys, because Keanu has said this himself. He said he watched it back and he knows he wasn't good at the game. Like, he said this. So nobody come for me because I love Keanu, and I'm just repeating what he said about himself. So before you clip this, by the way, he said this himself.
As you can see, Ashley said herself, Rachel, Morgan have the best shots at getting called back for a Big Brother All-Star season, and that Keanu is going to thrive on the challenge. She then did go on to say that Keanu sucked at Big Brother, but it's a fact. Without all of the competitions, with the twist competitions, Keanu would have been out way earlier, which is why we've never seen a dumber Big Brother player, because most of those players usually go out early with all of their delusions and not last until the bitter end because they have all these chances to stay in the game because of competitions. It's a very logical thing to say. She also pointed out that Keanu did say this himself after watching some of him back. He talked about this on his deep dive, the things he was supposed to learn from his bad gameplay. Keanu did talk about all this, so him getting all butthurt on his live was crazy. And I think it just goes to show that Keanu loves to listen to people without context. Now, first of all, let's look at this big ego at play. It's very cringe to me.
I got America's Favorite, and I got it by a record margin.
He is bragging about getting his America's Favorite Player win and the biggest margin ever. And it's because he had the biggest, best edit ever. I'm telling you, as someone who's watched the feeds for a very long time, who struggles to watch the episodes now, I struggle because they don't edit well at all. They don't show you the actual context of what's really happening on a game level. And so they certainly never showed all the times Keanu made dumb move after dumb move after dumb move, which I highlighted the entire season in my live updates. So they only saw the good of Keanu, so of course he won America's Favorite Player.
Ashley's live? Never. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't care.
I'm gonna be honest.
That was the biggest fake laugh for someone who doesn't care, and then for someone who says he doesn't care and now will proceed to go on and talk so much shit, and then drags Rachel into the shit talk, which we're going to really get into here in a second.
She said I won't be called for All-Stars. If I don't get called for All-Stars, it's because I'm killing it on another show.
So his response to this comment on a live is, if I'm not getting called back to All Stars, it's because I'm going to get called for another show. I'm gonna kill it on another show, which is the exact same thing Ashley was saying in her live, saying that Keanu's going to do great on the challenge. But he's missing that context here because he wants to get all hot and bothered for whatever reason, for what people talking to him in the chat. This is why you should not get on lives and show your ass without proper context, because you look like a fool, which granted is not hard for Keanu. I think even with context, Keanu is a fool, but nonetheless, him reiterating the exact same thing Ashley said in response to these comments in his live makes him look dumber than ever to me.
Ashley said, "I'm not good at Big Brother."
Nice.
And that's okay. I guess that would make two of us, huh?
So his clap back here is to try and say that Ashley is also bad at Big Brother. You know, the person that won this season, who, if you actually watch the live feeds, could have predicted that she would possibly win the season because she was doing so well on different levels, which is what I did here on the channel. Talked about her game the whole time. But, you know, someone who actually sucks at Big Brother probably wouldn't realize that person being Keanu. Now, let's get into him dragging Rachel into this for literally no reason. I mean, he drags Jimmy into this too, but I will not defend Jimmy. Jimmy's going to have to defend himself because Jimmy is a very messy person and has been when the season was still going on and since the season ended. But Keanu dragging Rachel into this makes no sense. My guess would be that Keanu doesn't like that Rachel and Ashley are still very friendly and that they are getting the most opportunities outside of reality television for this. Rachel was the person chosen to be on Bold and the Beautiful. Rachel has been doing a lot of CBS events since the show ended. Ashley is getting invited to so many movie premieres. She's getting a lot of deals made out, brand deals. Since she moved to LA especially, she's even outpacing Morgan when it comes to events and getting invited to events. She's hosting things for TMZ, hosting other things. She's doing very well since the season ended. So I think Keanu's jealousy is maybe dragging Rachel into this because Rachel has not talked shit about anyone since the season ended. She's actively tried not to. So that's why I find it so odd that Keanu's dragging Rachel into this.
Rachel, Jimmy, Ashley, you know, outside of the house. I love them. I love them as people, don't get me wrong. But they're trying to elevate their stardom by trying to bring down other people.
Once again, Rachel has not done that at all. So why he dragged Rachel into this, you'd have to, I guess, be inside of his dumbass brain.
They're trying to elevate themselves by bringing down other people, and I don't fuck with that. You know what I mean? Why are you trying to talk bad on other people to try and raise yourself? If anything, you just make yourself look like more irrelevant more than anything.
So he actually tries to call Rachel irrelevant. I mean, even calling Ashley irrelevant right now doesn't make sense because, like I said, since she moved to LA, she is getting invited to many events with a lot of brand deals. So Keanu not making sense again, but no surprise, I suppose.
Yeah, Rachel's been a star. No, I get that. She has been. But she was fucking pissed that I won America's Favorite.
He now is saying that Rachel was pissed that Keanu won America's Favorite. Maybe she was, I guess. Maybe he has sour grapes about that. But he's implying that she's the one with sour grapes about that. I think we've all moved on from America's Favorite Player. Like, America's Favorite Player is... I mean, this is probably just a me thing, but it's pretty irrelevant to me because, as I said, the episodes don't tell you shit anymore. But then he decides to kind of attack her business. She does, like... She helps people try and get cast on reality television. She basically tries and scouts for reality shows, help with casting. And so Keanu trying to attack her on a business level is probably the lowest anyone has gone from this cast since the show ended, except maybe Jimmy, when Jimmy tried to pull Morgan into the gay asp drama. This is probably as low as that, if not lower.
I've been told quite a few things by people that have tried to do business with her. And honestly, it's kind of funny.
So he's implying here that he's talked to people that's done business with Rachel, with her scouting business, and he's heard many things implying that it's a bad thing. And this is a very stupid thing to do, because that is, if you attack someone's business, it can be defamation, which we will get into when we get to Ashley and Rachel's response. I do want to point out one last little stupid thing Keanu said.
Yeah, I mean, Ashley thinks she's good at Big Brother, but the reality is that she didn't win the game. Morgan and Vince lost it.
So he's trying to take another shot at Ashley, saying that Morgan and Vince lost the game, which is the only reason Ashley won the game. You could say that for Morgan. She did lose that final HOH. But Keanu voted for Ashley to win over Vince, so implying that Vince would have won at the end. I don't really know what Keanu's implying in that point. I think he's just trying to drag Ashley through the mud again, trying to cling on to the casuals who say Ashley's a bad winner because they don't know shit about Big Brother, because they only watch the episodes and don't actually see or understand the actual game by watching the live feeds. Vince lost the game months and months ago with his bad gameplay, whereas Ashley kept her good gameplay going the entire season. Here's Rachel's response on Twitter, saying, literally a mom of 2 kids who is out here trying to do the best job I can, trying to give my kids a good life and provide them with a future and healthy food on the table. And for some boy child to come at me because he was on a show with me, call me names and act like it's okay is so disrespectful and gross. I've been nothing but nice. I don't talk bad about him, especially not on a podcast. I've done this 15 years, so trying to tear me down because of your insecurities, sure, but you'll never be where I am because of this type of behavior. And yeah, she's right. This type of behavior from Keanu, it will literally only work on the challenge. But I don't know if Keanu would thrive on the challenge. Ashley has revealed that she got a call from the challenge and turned him down, but she talked to Keanu, and Keanu did get a call too. So Keanu could be on the next season. But just because you get a call doesn't mean you're going to actually be on this season. The challenge cuts people last minute more than any other show because they overcast, just to make sure they have a big enough cast for when they really get down to whatever country they're going to film. Keanu might do good at actual challenges, but this kind of behavior, this kind of illogical thinking that he still has, makes me think he will still suck at strategy. And there is still strategy in Big Brother, and a social game too. Regardless of that, this type of behavior is not behavior that will get you cast on Big Brother again. So, maybe he won't get cast for an All-Star season, because you can't attack someone's business and expect there not be some sort of repercussions, especially someone that's been in the game for 15 years who actually is reality television royalty. And I still can't believe he tried to call Rachel irrelevant. She wouldn't have been on Big Brother 27 if she was actually still irrelevant. It's just very bold for someone who just got off a show over the past few months. Could very well be irrelevant by this time next season, whether he's on the challenge or not. If you're an early boot on the challenge, it's rare that you get called back to be on another season. It might take years before they actually call you back. Anyway, let's get to Ashley and Rachel's response.
We did not talk about him. This was just on his podcast, whatever he's doing.
50 people on it.
Yeah, and calling me like...
He joins his lives.
Right. Saying that you're not a real winner, that is so ridiculous, because that's you are obviously a winner. You won. He voted for you. Then saying... He
voted for me!
He voted for you. No, and then saying I'm irrelevant and a has-been. Like, I've literally... If I was a has-been, would I have just been on Big Brother 27? Like, that doesn't even make sense. And then for him to... My opinion, Ashley, biggest one is that for him to talk about my business, that's like how I feed my family. I'm a mom of 2. Like, he's trying to take money out of my pocket so I can't get jobs and feed my family. It's so weird and it's inappropriate. I just don't understand why, like, in my opinion, like, I just would never do that to someone.
So yeah, they are pointing out all of the stupid shit Keanu said, as they should. And then Ashley does go into, she is a lawyer. She does go into how it can be defamation that Keanu tried to talk about Rachel's business.
I'm going to bring the law into this. From a legal, thank you, Big Brother T. I just got back from movie premiere. Oh wait, I thought
you do look so pretty.
I'm getting invited to events that he's not. Oh, interesting. Anyway, so I would just like to say that from a legal perspective, talking about somebody's business as it's fact is defamatory. Okay, that is a defamation suit if she wanted to go that route. Obviously, we're not. But I would just like you guys to know that is defamatory. Those statements he made are defamatory because they are not fact. They are not fact.
Still don't know why he even pulled Rachel into this in the first place, let alone her business. Last thing I do want to say is this is why I will always like Ashley. I know she's too much for some people, but this is why you don't go low with the Sagittarius, because they will go lower.
Let's be real. You should see the way he spoke about women. Okay, I heard many comments he made about Ava, saying how he would sleep with her if she didn't have hair, body hair. Okay, I've seen all the little comments. I've seen all the comments online that he's made. I was obviously there, and he was very rude.
She pointed out the times that Keanu not only was disrespectful to the women on the show on a level of not listening to them because he only wanted to listen to men, but she pointed out the times when he was talking about Ava and how he would have sex with Ava if she didn't have armpit hair.
If you didn't have armpit hair, I think I'd
And these are the type of things that were cut out of the show, the actual episodes, to help Keanu win his America's Favorite Player, to now, I guess, give him this massive ego. We'll see if he gets cast on the challenge. If he does, I look forward to the day when I get to sit here and talk shit about his terrible gameplay again, because he will have terrible gameplay. He might be good at challenges, but the terrible gameplay is inevitable, because this man is stupid. Like, the fact that out of the show he's acting exactly like he did in the show really points out how stupid he is.